at you live, uncut and unready from Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. Put your hands together, Celebrity Big Brother fans, because here's Zombie, and here we go. If you notice that there's, it might be a little bit quiet in the background, it might be just a little bit quiet in the background, it is because, oh man, how welcome. Hope all of you are blessed, have an awesome day. We're going to get together on occasion, a couple, 2-3 times a week after. I don't know, we've got a lot to talk about as far as Celebrity Big Brother and the very first episode on CBS. And whenever the show went over, close to an hour ago, I went to the CBS, to the live feeds, and they said they have a countdown going, and it says that the live feeds start in 3 hours. And I was looking in some back doors in some places, and they, before the show started, and of course it was all speculation up to this point, they, let us know who the cast was, who was going to be on Celebrity Big Brother. And now, tonight, we actually get to sit down and we get to talk a little bit about the first show, what's going on inside the Celebrity Big Brother house. It's not just us guessing, but one of the things that I did find out is that the live feeds clicked on and off a few times. So I know that some of you out there just had the live feeds going 24/7. Unfortunately, some of us have other things that we have to do during the day. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, some days. And we did not have the opportunity to or before I did not have the internet capability, the Wi-Fi, the cellular signal, whatever, and thanks to a new cellular Wi-Fi provider, man, we are rocking and rolling with all of that kind of, with all the data that we need. So that is definitely a major blessing. So here we are, just Big Brother fans, producer here, Flip, and myself, which it happens to be Flip's day off, and that's why it's a rainy day. It's kind of a nasty day. I had some other things planned that I couldn't, I'm bringing up personal things. Hey, this may not always be about Celebrity Big Brother. If I have any other interesting tales in my life, we might just talk about that too, and you as well. Also, in addition to, I would like to encourage you to send an email if you would like to join the show. If you'd like to be on the show, we can do some live shows where we can all chat, talk about the show in the chat room here. But as for right now, I thought that the first couple of shows, I would just go ahead and record them and then upload them. It only takes a few minutes, however long the recording is. It takes me a minute or two after that to upload the show. But you're definitely, I definitely would encourage you to send an email, radiorobcast@gmail.com, radiorobcast@gmail.com, radiorobcast@gmail.com. That's where you are welcome to correspond with the show. Not only that, you can actually make a comment here, like the show. Definitely download the Spreaker Podcast app, the best podcasting network on planet Earth that has super awesome other podcasts other than Robcast that actually I'm not only a member of the Spreaker family, I am a big fan of Spreaker. And I listen continuously to all different kinds of podcasts on here, like the Joe Rogan Experience, the Nerdist. There's an amazing podcast that's just two females. It's called Guys We Fucked. I like the Adam Carolla show. I just found out recently that Tell 'em Steve Dave is here at Spreaker, so definitely check out the other programming. And while you're here checking out the other programming, go to where it says created by here at my page, Robert Cole, click on my name and follow the show. follow the show. You can also follow us on Twitter at Robcast Radio, on Instagram at Robcast Radio, and on Facebook, Robert Cole Zombie in parentheses. So they let us know tonight they actually showed the Big Brother house guests, ladies and gentlemen, have been in there 1 week-ish right now as we speak. So they've been in there 1 week-ish, and did they say that the HOH was live? That's why I brought that up. Of course, I do not have a way to digitally record Big Brother, so I can watch it on CBS, but it normally is not. I can't watch it immediately after the show comes on. So the point is that I bought a golf cart and I was going to go pick it up, and my brother came over to help me with that, and it had been raining. I feel like airing up the tires and all that stuff. So I told him we won't mess with that today. But he did end up hanging out. We were talking, shooting the shit, and what have you. And what do you know? Then Big Brother comes on. So my big brother was here while Big Brother was on. And I hate to say it, but yes, I missed some of the beginning of the show. I will watch it again, and we'll talk about it a little bit more on future episodes. But it's not like, they really did put a lot into that 1 hour. And that was one of my question marks. It was like, what, no 2-hour premiere? But I think they're going to make up for it later on in the week. And they are going to it's definitely a different kind of programming that it's a different schedule that we'll have to adapt to. But rock and roll, we're able to do that. So how long have you all been watching Big Brother? If it is the first time tuning in, you picked a great season to tune into, because let me tell you something. Let's see, the first few people that they let in the house were, looks like Brandy, Glanville, Meta World Peace, Mark McGrath, Ross Matthews, and Arianda, is that how you say her name? Arianda? I'll get your name right, Miss Gutierrez, or Mrs. Gutierrez, but I haven't seen a whole lot of her. Miss Columbia 2015, but those were the first few into the house. And again, that's like part of the show that I was trying to pay attention, but you know how life sometimes gets in the way, and for that, we're going to bring you what we've got when we got it. We're not going to make excuses. We're going to make something happen always. And because we're Big Brother fans, we're going to go ahead and rock it, because we've got a few hours before the live feed starts. And then I guess you can get Big Brother After Dark on Pop TV. Now, I downloaded something called Pop TV into my computer, but it was all Spanish. I don't know if that switches off whenever they turn on the live cameras at night, but we'll find out tonight, I guess. So let's talk about... Okay, that's let the first group of house guests in, and they let the second group of house guests in, and I'm skipping a whole lot, okay? But again, they put a lot into 1 hour, and I'm sure it's the very first week in the house, and they have to let them get in there and do their thing, because they have to have something to put on camera. And I did hear someone mention something about drunk. When the show first came on, that's what I told my brother. I said they need to give them plenty of alcohol, and it'll make for a badass season. Shannon Elizabeth comes in, then Chuck Liddell, then Keisha Knight Pullum, Rufy Huxtable, then Marissa Jarrett Winokur, which I remember her from Hairspray, I guess. And she's probably been in a lot of things. I haven't necessarily IMDb'd all of these people or anything like that yet. We'll do that as we go along when we have a little bit more time. Like, what's time? Right. It's Then we had Big Time Rush's James Maslow. And then, whenever it explained a little bit that he was on a Nickelodeon show called Big Time Rush, and he was in a band by the same name, I say, you know what? I'm a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost 45 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I know. I get carded to go into the clubs, fool. Not, I'm kidding. But I told myself, I am going to check out Nickelodeon. I'm going to watch a couple episodes of Big Time Rush just to check it out. Because I definitely liked some of the Nickelodeon shows that were not just of my day, but kind of whenever I was a little bit older, I watched. Like in my 20s, and even now, I'll watch All That, Kenan and Kel. There was a few shows back then. And then my brother, man, he's 4 years older than me, and he still watches. Damn it, what was the one? Anyway, he would watch them Nickelodeon shows like his wife watches damn soap operas along with SpongeBob. So, yeah, I'm not going to judge. I mean, I kind of thought, because I guess, look, we'll go ahead and get on into the show. At first, I thought that there were going to be some cliques. I thought that probably, the alpha male personalities are either going to click or butt heads. But it seems like because they've all been in the limelight, there are going to be a lot of A-type personalities in there, which again makes for a good show. But I think, again, a lot of them probably think that they've got this thing in the bag, thinking that they're either physically strong or mentally strong. And the thing in Big Brother is that you have to be both. And they kind of start out the show whenever they're kind of getting to know each other or whatever. In that first part, it shows Big Time Rush's James Maslow. They're asking him about some kind of singing lessons. And then Brandy Glanville, she's clearly being rude. And she's asking Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray about singing lessons. And I don't know. I think that's the thing that they had to do in that first week was paint some little scenarios like that. You know what I mean? And this is what Omarosa is paid to do. You know what I'm saying? And then they let us in that it looks like Shannon, Marissa, and Omarosa are going to be like the first alliance. And they discuss with one another that they're probably going to be an all-female alliance, and they're going to take out the males. Omarosa explains that in the past that they would be the first female alliance. Now, a couple of seasons they have claimed to try to do this all-female thing. And I think that you have to look at, you got to look at it more than being male and female. Because that's what I have. My very first thing is it male versus female ? And how long is that going to last? Because you've got to look at everyone's strengths, their weaknesses, their differences, and how, you can maybe figure out who your final three can be. And how is this game going to be totally different? It looks like we're going to have the same, pardon me, head of household, POV. They dropped us a little bomb. That's what I was thinking too. Big Brother, it's always about the twist. What is the twist? But yeah, Omarosa, she's just trying to run shit out of the gate. And I wrote that down. She's doing what she was brought to the show for. Now, yeah, she can run the boardroom, and she is a strong personality. But how is that going to be to your detriment? Because it looks like, okay, and I was asking who's familiar with Big Brother, because I freaking didn't catch a lot of the intros. I'll watch those again, and we'll familiarize ourselves a little bit more with the players, because I'm still getting to know all their names by seeing their faces, because